was reading in John, the Gospel of John today, where it was talking about that Jesus was speaking publicly at the temple, and he, angered the religious leaders, and they wanted to arrest him. It says it a few times in the Gospel of John. They wanted to arrest him, but they didn't because his time hadn't come. Like, Jesus was in control. He's God, so, and I don't know, it got me thinking about just God's timing with a lot of things. And, none of us, and no preacher will tell you, we understand the whole scale of of God's dealings with every situation, and why some tragedies happen, why some don't, and when God intervenes and doesn't intervene. We don't know. But he is in control of the universe and of this world. Yes, is he still allowing the effects of the fall of man, or the effects of sin, to go on while the gospel is being preached and reaching people for eternity? Yes. And I'm just going to say right now, as a preacher, I am not even going to pretend to understand everyone's sorrow. I don't know what it's like, and I hope I never do, to be honest, to suffer the worst of tragedies and to have suffered the most crushing heartbreak. I mean, do I definitely know what darkness and depression and all that kind of stuff feels like? Yes, I do. Those things, and to experience real hardship, I do. But I mean, there's some things I can't speak to. And I'm not going to sit here as a preacher and just simply say, just go with it. It's hard. If you've been dealt a really hard blow in life, it's easy. And I am guilty of it, of thinking, God, what are you doing? Where are you? Don't you care? I've said those words to God. I absolutely have. For the hardships, at least, that I have been through in life, I can only tell you that I'm here today, and God has got me through it. And God has got me through darkness. And I know that there's darker things out there that could happen. But he is in control. But he is in control. He does care about each of us and loves each of us. And whatever is happening in the world, in Washington, he is the one we need to trust, because his end game is not this world. It's a new heavens and new earth. We need to focus and cling to him in these hardships. And I'm not saying that excuses everything that's going on down here. Jesus is going to deal with the hardship and going to deal with the wrongdoings of all people, including our leaders. Absolutely, he will. But that doesn't mean he isn't good, and it doesn't mean he isn't king. Cling to him today and trust in his love for you.